Welcome back to Newfoundland aboard Arabella. Even though winter feels like it's right around the corner, at least for now, the weather is still mild. And today, Steve and Robin are doing as the locals do, making the most of being outside while the sun is shining and the air is warm.
Akiva can't come on this adventure today. He can't be trusted off leash, and he's not young enough to case anyways.
I'm sorry. He's so sad. He can tell we're getting ready to leave. He's just like, hello.
Gotta guard the boat, bud. You've had your walk. We're not gonna be gone that long. You'll be okay.
Oh, I just love you so much.
The drive to the mountain bike trails they were checking out today were near where they did the traverse a few weeks back in Gros Morne, about an hour and a half drive from the boat.
Oh, my beautiful baby. People keep leaving comments if we're gonna start a family, and I'm like, we have one.
Robin owns 4 bicycles, therefore 4 children.
They learned about these trails from a family that's also staying on a boat in the marina. They saw their bikes on the deck and asked them if they wanted to join for a ride.
All right, my shoes, your deeded helmet.
Yeah. Don't put DEET on your helmet.
Yes, lesson learned. All right, got my winter gloves because it's chilly out today.
Got my summer gloves because my hands don't get cold.
Ever. I don't know how. It's crazy to me. All right, I've got my extra tube, I've got my pump, got some extra goop, got some CO2, got a bike tool, got a patch kit, and that's all she wrote.
All right, I gotta go find some privacy and put my chamois on.
All right, honey. Brain bucket on nice and tight, and that's what keeps me going fast.
The fast shades.
Yeah. All right, we're in Rocky Harbor, and we got some sweet local data on a mountain bike trail that's currently being developed by the West Coast Cycling Association.
Yeah.
That's the one. So with the WCCA and help of volunteers, they've been building this Ridgeline trail, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm super psyched.
Let's go get it.
All right, let's go ride. Come on.
Yeah.
You got it.
These tires are so mud caked. was such a cool trail. The views up there were insane.
Oh, so pretty. I don't think I've ever ridden trails that were had so much work done to them.
It was a professionally built trail.
Yeah.
And you could totally tell it was like super bermed out. Some cool features to like pop up over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that was a highlight.
This one's been really good.
All right, I'll see you, babe. All right, mountain biking in Newfoundland. Color me impressed.
I mean, the mountain biking's been great. The climbing's been great.
Yeah,
The trail running's been great.
yeah. That techie section was felt like home.
Yeah, those rocks.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that was great.
I feel like I was getting the hang of the berms too towards the end. It was like more comfortable ripping them.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to come back and do that again before the snow flies.
Yeah. High five!
Nice.
Unfortunately for Akiva, the next adventure they had planned was also not for dogs. So they spent the next days going for a couple long walks with him and getting all the climbing gear organized in the truck. Because this route was going to be a little different than the cliff from last week's episode.
Ooh, there's a little chill in the air.
Yeah, it's going to be cold tomorrow when we start.
All right. I actually have a good amount of chalk. I think I need more than that. If I need more than that on a 54-degree day,
All right, number 4.
I don't deserve it. Goodness gracious. We got a lot of things and stuff.
The last climb that Robin and I did, most of the climbing we've been doing here, all we've really needed is a rack of what we call quick draws, because there's fixed hardware in the wall in the form of bolts. So you just clip quick draw into the bolt, clip your rope into the quick draw, and you're attached. And then when you get to a stopping point or a belay, there's a pair of bolts in the wall, and you can use a sling to make an anchor. It's really, really quick, really easy. There's a line of bolts to follow, so figuring out where you're going is also pretty easy. But tomorrow, we're going to a place where fixed hardware is not allowed, and trad climbing is the way. So you need to leave no real trace that you were there, and that is where all of this hardware comes in. So we don't have any bolts to follow, so now route finding tomorrow is of consequence. It'd be pretty easy for us to get off route in this alpine environment, and we need to find places in the rock as we climb to essentially temporarily install these to keep us safe. So these are nuts. There's a bunch of different names for them, or stoppers. They're just a hunk of aluminum on a steel cable. You find a constriction in the rock and you stick them behind it, and it is pure geometry that holds them in. They're pretty simple. And then this guy and this guy are exactly the same, just different scales. And these are cams, or spring-loaded camming devices. So you pull the triggers back, you put them in the crack, and then the tension of the springs holds them there. And when this is in the rock and I pull here, it exerts double the amount of pressure out, and it's just friction. So if you're in a grippier, harder rock like granite, that's great. You put these in, they bite really well. Where we're climbing, apparently a bunch of the rock is quite slippery, so you don't have great friction between the cam lobes and the rock, and these can pull. So that's why when you're racking up, we were talking about making sure that we had the stoppers or the nuts, and that when we place a cam, instead of a parallel sided crack, we want to find a little bit of a constriction to like tuck the cam in behind, so that way there's a lot of surface area and it's not just purely friction on the couple little spots that are touching.
For the record, I trust this piece much more than I trust this piece.
It's true, yeah.
I mean,
Generally, the bigger they get, the more kind of wiggle room and forgiving they are. The small ones, yeah, there's not as much room for error. So we've got our cordlets to build our anchors. We've got, like you said, an incredibly hefty trad rack for what we're gonna go do. And then we still need our quick draws to connect the rope to the trad rack. And a couple little safety devices. Small first aid kit, some athletic tape, and an emergency headlamp. And then on my harness, I have a belay rappel device, my carabiner that I will use to anchor myself with the climbing rope to the wall, my sling, which we could use for a whole bunch of purposes. It's just a good thing to have, especially if there's some sort of emergency. Your hollow block, which is a prusik, we use it mostly for rappelling, but you can also use it to build a pulley system.
Or a sender rope.
A sender rope. A prusik and an extra carabiner. These kind of can work hand in hand. And then a nut tool, and this is to help remove stuck pieces of gear. When they can't get your fingers back there, or you need to tap on them a little bit if someone falls on it.
Well, shall we?
Yeah.
Or do you want to bail and go back to bed?
No. That's a hard choice.
Sometimes it is
So
in the
tired.
morning.
Let's get this party started. Climbing day.
Climbing day.
The goal is to be here at sunup, and I would say mission accomplished.
Sun's up.
Sun's up. So it says like 2-hour hike?
Yep.
So Robin's gonna aim to do it in 1:15. And we'll see what this is like. I don't know, it says the rock can be slippery. This all here looks pretty chossy. We'll see what we find when we get there.
When we walk on the ground, we are nearly always walking on a thin crust of earth that rides on top of the Earth's denser layers of mantle. Normally, when the mantle is heated by the core of the planet, it rises at mid-ocean ridges deep underwater and sinks back down at subduction zones closer to the shore. But there are two places on Earth where you're able to walk on the mantle itself, where instead of sinking back below the crust, it rose up instead. And the Tablelands in Gros Morne National Park is one of those places.
This is some wild rock.
I mean, it's literally like a layer of glass hardened on the outside of the rock.
Yeah, so I think this is what they were talking about, where
Yeah.
cams slide very easily.
Yeah.
There's no friction. I wonder how much of the route is like
Yeah,
that.
I'd be curious. Yeah.
This feels like Mars.
Yeah. Vast and barren.
Oh man, it's been a while since I placed trad gear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a little while.
Or done any really involved route finding.
Yeah.
I think
Route
that's
finding.
the thing I'm most apprehensive about.
Yeah, same.
But I feel like at the same time, I think we can escape off into easier terrain, and if we need to, we can. Seems to be kind of choose your own adventure-ish.
Yeah.
Definitely a very different experience than following a line of bolts up the wall.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so you're taking the first pitch?
Yes, ma'am, unless you want it.
I don't.
All right, then yeah, I'm
I
taking
am
the first
perfectly
pitch.
happy for you to he do the exploration.
I don't know. They say double wreck, so I'm not going to argue them. So everyone has their own way of doing this. I personally like to put my medium to large sized cams up front on my left side, with the smallest ones in front, and the biggest ones in the back. And then on my right hip, usually put my nuts in the back, my stoppers, and then same deal, my small cams from smallest up front to biggest in the back. And then on my next gear loops back, I'll put my draws. So I'll put the short ones first, and the longer extendable alpine ones second. And this way I don't have to even look. I can just reach back and find the short one, or reach a little farther back and grab an alpine. And then the things I'm not gonna need while I'm leading go on the gear loops on the bottom. So one side is my anchors and my personal tether beaner. And then on the other side is my nut tool, my prusik, my belay device, and my auto block. Robin's taking off on pitch 2. Well, we followed the route for the first pitch, and I think that's been it. I have no idea where I went. I have no idea. You could climb anywhere up here, and it can be like 3rd or 4th class. I have no idea where to go.
Definitely more of a scramble. Definitely, a couple moves. There, a move that I wouldn't want to do like without any protection.
Last pitch?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll find out. It should be. I mean, we've run, every pitch has been a rope stretcher.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's just like over the top here.
Yeah.
But
I think you're going to get up to the top and just be like, oh, okay.
it's hard telling, not knowing.
Yeah, who knows? It might be another 150-foot pitch.
We've fully been questing into the unknown.
Yeah. Just going up. So far, so good. The rock quality is definitely losing. It's going downhill the higher up we get. So be careful.
I think I'm gonna head that way. Yeah. And we'll see what happens.
Watch some of those boulders.
I think this is the end.
Yeah, I think so. This is a cool climb.
Yeah, it was a fun scramble.
Yeah.
The route finding and the loose rock, by far and away the crux of the situation.
Oh, yeah. Definitely like not killing your partner.
Yeah.
is the crux. Oh, it's so nice out.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Wow. What a gift. We have had the best weather since we've gotten here. I mean, honestly, we really couldn't have asked for any more.
No.
I would not recommend this route for a beginner leader. The risk of knocking a boulder down on your belayer that's a level of skill that's a little higher than just I just started leading 5-6.
Yeah, terrain pretty easy. Consequences could be very high. It would have been really easy to start a slide, descend down a boulder, to cut a rope, to kill your belayer.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
back safe.
We did. We're way faster than I thought. We cruised.
Yeah, it's not what I expected today to be. It was great. It was enjoyable.
It was great. Definitely like less of a technical climb, more of an alpine scramble.
Yeah, big time.
But so much fun.
Good times are had by all.
Yes. We fought gravity and we won.
Thanks for watching today's video. Next week, come back to find out what Steve made for Robin's birthday present. In typical Steve fashion, it's something he's never made before, and it came out great. If you like this kind of content, let others know by clicking the thumbs up button and subscribing to the channel. If you love this content, click over to our Patreon page and go from there. The link is in the video description. Hope you have a productive week, and we'll see you here again next Friday.
Okay. Am I clear? Yep.
Hey, watch out, August, just in case he comes.